I wanted to sit with everyone today and just say that the one most single factual reality that I have constantly seen time after time again, and it's literally something that you will see amongst winners in life, is that when you have a good life, be very, very careful of giving any time to the unlucky and the losers who don't have much, but all these opinions and struggle in life to create wealth, to create relationships, or to create anything of any actual real value with their Dunning-Kruger effect arrogance to never think that they are the ones that could be incorrect. And before I go on, the Dunning-Kruger effect is the study explaining of why stupid people are so arrogant to believe that they know as much as they do, and they are constantly trying to speak about it. And intelligent people are ones that are always willing to learn. And it really is just a theory of how to define if somebody is stupid when they refuse to learn anything and they constantly just go on overestimating their capabilities when intelligent people are always questioning themselves. It's kind of like something I often come across where I think when something is easy for me, why is it not easy for others? And that essentially comes down to the Dunning-Kruger effect of intelligent people are always willing to learn in life, therefore things become easier for them. And arrogant people are always going through this hardship and this arrogance of thinking that they know everything. So, with that said, just getting back to the point of what I was trying to say is that you've got to be very careful of giving any time to these losers. And I find it best to distance myself, and hopefully so will you, from the misfortunate, regardless of all of these silly opinions that they have on spirituality, on religion, on life, on money, on politics, on relationships, blah, blah, blah. How they're always connecting with other people through all of the depressing, sad stuff. It's like learning how to fly a plane from someone who doesn't know how to fly a plane when you give these people any time. They've never had a relationship or held a proper relationship to have opinions of relationships. They've never been wealthy to have opinions of creating wealth. And majority of them have just failed at being normal from what I've seen. And now they're just overcompensating with all this spirituality and this religion stuff where they just couldn't get it right at being normal and being a decent human being and creating something and adding value. Now they've gone from being complete losers in that realm of just being normal to now trying to overcompensate of going one extreme to the other of now they're all spiritual and religious, which again is not anything of any value for others. But again, for their selfish narcissism to believe that now being so spiritual or religious or any of these extremes that they take on will give them a better life as they failed at just being a decent human being to succeed in life. Thus, it's all about them yet again and only worrying about them and how now they're trying this new spirituality stuff. And you know what? One of the saddest thing in reality is they failed and they refuse to acknowledge anything to change in them. but are so quick to jump at having opinions and just drag people down alongside them with all these stupid, silly opinions that make no sense. And now you have failed at something and you trying to teach others to follow your method to fail alongside you. Why don't you just keep quiet and go and fix and not be a loser before you want to have all these opinions about it? So, like I said, be very cautious of the misfortunate in life. It actually is one of the most important rules in a very similarity amongst quite a few books that are based on success is that you have got to distance yourself in life from the misfortunate and create a firewall between you and even giving the idea of even being in their presence to pick anything up from them. You know, it's like, as I said just now, it's somebody that doesn't know how to fly a plane trying to give you a lesson on how to fly a plane. Why do you want to be in the presence of that person to pick anything up from that person? Just continue to be blessed, carry on with your plans, and don't go down and sink with the ship with these people. You know, we all know that we become the average of 5 people that we spend our time around. When even one person in that 5 is a loser, failure, narcissist that refuses to acknowledge that all of these opinions they have does not come from a place of actual experience. There would be phenomenal speakers on teaching people how to completely mess things up, but they always seem to have these opinions on teaching people how to do well when they're not doing well. And if you even allow one of those people within your presence to pick anything up from these people, whether they're always struggling with money, whether they're always struggling with relationships, whether they're always struggling with emotions, whether they're always struggling with some sort of addiction, whether they're always struggling with their family or their friends, what does that tell you about that person? You think that person is of any stability for you to be around to succeed and get anywhere with that person in your presence to pick up anything from them? And you will see that all successful people do not even have one of those kind of people around them. Successful people do not even employ one of those kind of people to even be within the atmosphere and environment of their business, of how quickly they can spread their rot amongst the rest of the team. So now you allow it in your personal space and you listen to opinions from these people. And then you want to know why certain things don't go right for you. And remember, guys, everything I speak about, I'm speaking from a place of experience. I've been through this. I have had people that, in hindsight, I think to myself, well, why on earth would I have taken any opinions from that person in my life? I've had those people. And every single one of those things that they had ever said to me, believe it or not, became a perfect example of a complete mess as it is in their life. So just remember that rule. Do not be in the presence or give any energy whatsoever and create a firewall between yourself and the misfortunate or the unfortunate or the unlucky. It's it's their universal karma and what they're dealing with. And until they fix it within themselves, they are going to constantly be misfortunate and unlucky. And now you want to go down with the ship with these people. One of the best advice I could possibly give you.